Hello everybody, welcome to my spice collection video. This video was prompted because I wanted to clean out my little Lazy Susan thing that I have because all the spices keep falling all over the place. So I took everything out of the cabinet and I'm going to go through and show you what I have. I thought this would be a fun video because I love spices and I love using them in all the dishes that I make, and I just think it'd be fun. So it's in no particular order. I inherited a lot of these spices when my grandma passed away and when my grandpa passed away. So we may see some duplicates. Um, Cleaning out two people's houses, you find a lot of stuff, and it was still good, so we're using it. And I have spices from I don't know, like 5 years ago. They're still good because they're dried. It depends how you store it and where you store it. But like anything like this, you can see is fairly old packaging. I'm pretty sure they have different packaging now. But that's besides the point. If you don't like using expired spices, do you? But really, I think if they're dried, they should be perfectly fine for a while after the date. So one thing I noticed in my collection here is I have a lot of pepper. I love pepper. My grandpa used to put it on everything. So I remember buying this at Walmart. I thought it was such a good deal for $2. They had so many of these. But I'm glad I didn't buy more because I found a bunch. I was using this one. This is really expensive now. I think it's like $5. And this is 1.5 ounce. And this was 4 ounces for $2. So that's why I got that one. Now I got this a couple years ago, I think. Like maybe a year ago. And you can see it as Best Buy 2027. So spices in general do last a long time. And they last longer than that anyway. This one is very coarse. It's called Gourmet Pure Ground Black Pepper. But if you look inside, it's more like coarser than the McCormick. This one is super fine. So if you're looking for a difference there, you want smaller grounds, I get the McCormick. But I actually just filled that up with this, so I guess also you could get the Dollar Tree version. This is from the Dollar Tree. I didn't even know that I had this. I found it in the back of my cabinet. So what I did was, this was probably down to here. I filled up this with this so I can keep this on the stove and use it more often. And then I found one of these, the grinders, which I like these. We have like all of these. I have some at my house too. This was from my grandma's though, I think, because it's still sealed. So I have that one as well. So I'm going to also take notes of what I have. So when I put it back, I'll know what I have and I won't buy anymore until I use up what I have. Surprise, I have another black pepper. I got this one from my work. We were doing some kind of job for them and they delivered the spices to us, which was pretty amazing and fun because it actually smelled really good in the factory. When they brought the spices, you could smell them and it was cool. Like, I wish I could have got more besides just pepper, but I did get this one. The one guy, he saved it for me. But this one is very coarse. But this one actually says that it's coarse, so it's better that they tell you. But you can see it anyway. So, I don't know what you really do with coarse pepper. I'm not sure. If you guys know, let me know. But I do have a mortar and pestle thing. I could always break it up if I want to. It's also storming outside, so if you hear that loudness, that's what it is. I'm going to turn this light on so you can see. Okay. In the back, I found a thing of cayenne pepper. I remember I bought this for something. I think I used it one time. And here it sits in the back of the cabinet. I think what I should do is try to incorporate it in some dishes, just a teeny tiny bit. Because if you use too much, it's going to ruin it. I also bought some sriracha sauce, which I regret buying it at ShopRite. I should have bought it at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 versus $4. I didn't know that they had that. It's a huge package, and it was really spicy. I mean, obviously, it's cayenne peppers, but I didn't know it was going to be like that spicy, so I don't know what to do with it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know, but I like spicy, but not overly spicy. Here is some fennel seed. I think I needed this for something else too, or I might have taken it from my grandma's stuff. I like these jars. I plan on refilling them, to be honest, like buying the ones from the Dollar Tree and refilling it, or, you know, even ShopRite has the cheap items, like, oh, and Walmart has like the cheap ones like this, so you can always refill the bottles. I like glass bottles better. I got this one from ShopRite, jalapeno everything bagel seasoning. So it's onion, garlic, and salt with a nutty sesame spicy finish with jalapeno. So basically it's just sesame seeds, poppy seeds, garlic, jalapeno, onion, and salt. So I am gonna maybe start using this when I make some Asian dishes, because I never used this, and I bought it a long time ago, and I need to use it. I mean, just because it has jalapeno doesn't mean it's going to be super hot. So I'm going to try to figure out what to incorporate that in. Maybe some tuna, too, would be good. I have a thing of ground cumin because I was making my own taco mix for a while. So I like cumin. That's what the taco mix taste is from. Like, pretty much it overpowers it all, I feel. So I have this. I don't really need it for anything else except that, but I could probably look up something. I took this from home. They had a ranch dressing powder. I had a big tub of it at home, so I took my own little jar and filled it up, and I actually used this for a lot of stuff, and it's hard to get out because it's kind of caked in there. You know, if it gets like a little damp, it gets like thick. But I was using it for a while for stuff, but it got pushed to the back of the cabinet. Ground sage is something that I don't use often, as you can tell. I think you use this more in like meat dishes, savory dishes. So maybe if I cook like a roast or something, you can put that in there. But I need to make a list so I don't buy something if I need it, because I already have it. I ended up getting another thing of sesame seeds. I hope I don't have one over there. Do I? No, I don't. But I did find something else. Hold on, I'll be right back. I had thought that I got another thing of sesame seeds, but I did just put that over in the corner. So I didn't get a duplicate, which is good. But I like this brand, the Sushi Chef Sesame Seeds. Sesame seeds are good with anything, but I do make a lot of like Asian dishes, like I said, and I do like putting them on stuff. But I actually have, let's see, right here, I have a little jar of them that I didn't even know I had because it was in the back of the cabinet. So we got double sesame seeds now. So I'll have to use those up. I do like the little McCormick things. Like, they're very like handy, and the way that they pour, like some containers like are not good, but these are actually good. The holes are really big. See? So it's really easy to get them out of there. The Sushi Chef one doesn't have any kind of holes. It's just open. So you gotta be careful when you pour that out. Okay, when I was looking for the sesame seeds, I found when I had bought this, it's umami ramen style seasoning. So since I've been making a lot of like Asian style dishes, I decided I would get this. And then my boyfriend wanted me to make ramen. We did go to a ramen restaurant and it was really good. So I just picked this up. This was maybe like $3 or $4 at ShopRite, but it has a lot in it, and you know, garlic, salt, different spices, ginger, cilantro, mushroom. I think that's where that umami flavor comes from, is the mushrooms. But anyway, so I figured could try it and see how it is. And then I'm really happy that I found this. I saw this in somebody's video when they made like sushi, and it's the rice seasoning, and it's exactly what they had in the picture. I love the bottle. It's so cute. I love like the glass jars, and I know I'm gonna like this, like, because I made sushi, like a sushi bake with salmon, and then used the seaweed to eat it. I actually like seaweed. Some people really do not like it, but I do like it. So I thought this would be nice to put on top of some stuff too. And it has a little like pour spout or something. I don't know. So I did pick that up, and that wasn't that much money. The same day I picked up this. It looked really good. This was like $4. It's a Moho Rub Citrus Blend. So it has crystallized lime, lemon oil, and like garlic, onion, parsley, and spices. I thought that this would be really good on meat, so I decided to pick it up. Sometimes I do really think that these spices help tremendously with the flavor of meat. It gives it a totally different flavor sometimes, so I decided I would try that one. So you can see here these 3 grill mates. One is extra coarse seasoning, which is mustard, coriander, and dill. One is chimichurri seasoning. This is called Finish. Some kind of pepper, oregano, and red pepper. And this says base, black pepper, and garlic, all-purpose seasoning. These came from the Dollar Tree. I don't know, are they a grinder? No. I opened this one already. No, it's just a little pour spout. So this one smells really good. It's peppers and garlic, and I use that all the time. Like, I use garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and that's basically my top 3 main things I always use. So I was really excited to find these. So I guess this one you put on the top for finishing something. This one you put inside, and this one you can use as a base. This is really coarse. The stuff in here, I don't think this is a little grinder. I'm sorry if it's blurry. So I don't know, I never saw these at ShopRite, only at the Dollar Tree. And for the size, $1.25 is worth that. Okay, I guess I'll try and move down. I know I have a lot, too many. Here's a garlic sea salt grinder. I'm pretty sure I got this from my grandma's house. The only problem is, like, when they do get damp, like, it gets stuck in there. Like, it is kind of stuck in there. So I don't know how I'm going to get that out. I mean, you can take these off. There's a way, but I don't know. But it smells really good still, and it's literally just dehydrated garlic and coarse sea salt and stuff. So I do like that. I bought this one at ShopRite. It's McCormick's Grill Mates Smash Seasoning. This sounded good too, and it comes with salt, spices, including celery seed, garlic, and onion. So it doesn't really tell you exactly what's in there. I didn't want to buy a lot of spices because I knew that I already had them, like a bunch of stuff. Let me grab the other one from up here because it goes with it. So at that time they were on sale for 99 cents. So I did pick up this garlic butter seasoning. I just recently started using this and I do like it. The only thing is I don't really love the packaging. Like, I don't know, it's modern. I like the old, like, original packaging, but it kind of looks the same. It just has, like, different, like, the top part is, like, a little diamond shape or, like, triangle shape instead of a circle. Anyway, probably people don't really care about the packaging, right? If you're trying to be aesthetically pleasing, you can buy all the little jars, but I didn't buy it because I wanted it to look nice. I bought it because I didn't want to re-buy all the spices that I knew that my mom already had and my grandma had, so I could just take it with me and split it with her, you know? So that's why I did that. Here is an Ortega taco seasoning mix. I bought this because we do make tacos, but it is more cost effective to buy the jar like this than it is to buy the little pouches, because I like calculated how many tacos you could get out of this versus the pouches. So I just picked that up, and what we've been doing is when my mom wants to make tacos, I will bring it for her. See, we're about halfway done with it. You only need like a tablespoon. For 1 pound of beef, gosh, you need, 4 tablespoons. Well, anyway, so you could do less if you wanted. So when my mom wants to make tacos, I'll bring it to her, and then she'll give it back to me, so we're sharing. And then, I've had this one for a while. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's an adobo. So I do think that I would buy this again, but I buy with the no salt in it, because this one has salt. I think they sell like a low salt version. But at this point, I'm not going to be buying any of that, because I have a bunch of cubes. You know, like the little cubes that you melt in the water. I have that, plus I have the liquid type paste concentrate. So I'm not going to be buying this anytime soon, because I want to use those up, because once you open them, you have to use them within a certain amount of time, because it's like a concentrate, and it has to be kept in the fridge. I see the Dano seasoning all over the computer, all over Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I watch the guy's videos where he makes stuff. To me, it is expensive. I don't want to pay $6 or $7 or $8 for 1 jar of seasoning, especially if you're going to use it a lot. Like, you're getting into like pampered chef price territory when you look at that. Do I think it's really good? I guess. I've never really used any. I just bought this one. It's the Cheesening one. The ones that I've seen people use online, my store doesn't carry, and they have like basic ones that I already have, like the spice combination here, so I don't need to buy them. If they were on clearance for like $1 or $2, yes, I would consider buying them just to try them. But I figured I'd get the Cheesening one because I don't have anything like that. And then I can find like a video or some kind of recipe. So it's grated Parmesan cheese, a bunch of different cheese, sea salt, mustard, dried lemon peel, dried orange peel. Interesting. So I picked that up at ShopRite. Here's another one of those that I got when they were on sale for 99 cents. It's the Montreal chicken seasoning. I liked that it was chicken seasoning because I don't have anything that's super specific for chicken. Even though all of these spices can pretty much apply to chicken, it's nice to like try something that's made for chicken, just to try it. So I got that because sometimes I don't want to guess. I just want to have it ready. Tarragon is something I took from home. I don't think I have used this since. It looks like it's still green in color, but I don't think I ever used that. I bought this dill. I bought the organic dill, which it's super nice. I love these jars. The smell is amazing. I love dill. I use this for a fish dish, I think. But I actually do have a dill. Here's one. This is the dill weed, and this is from Spice Islands. This was my grandma's because she's the only one that bought this kind of stuff. Like this. I love this jar. So it has a nice top. So I will be keeping this jar and using this. You can use dill for a lot of things, but most of the recipes I see call for fresh dill. So I don't really ever know what to use these for, but I know there was some kind of dish I made where I needed that. I have this on the counter pretty much 24/7. I use it all the time. I use it in eggs. I use it in meat. I use it on everything. It is really the perfect seasoning. It adds a really nice flavor to whatever you put it in. And it's just a bunch of different garlic, parsley, cumin, oregano, granulated onion. It is thicker. I don't know. Well, I say thicker, but it's coarser. I really love Goya products. Like they're so good. So I don't know if you can't see that. Sorry, I don't even know why I tried. Well, on the bottom you can kind of see it. It just has such a nice like flavor. I feel like this could like flavor so many soups and just dishes. Like it just, I like it. I will repurchase this definitely at some point. I will. Hurry up. Oh, look at it coming down. Shake off your jacket. Give me it. I had to let my boyfriend in because he got poured on. But he brought me dinner, so that's nice. Anyway, so where was I? Okay, I was on the chicken one, right? Or no, I was on this one. Okay, so now we have celery salt, which I have used a few times. We have lemon pepper, which I do use often. I used to use this one all the time. I love this one. I bought a really big one of these. The only thing is, like, I do limit, like, the salt that I put in things. So, this is expensive, though. Like, I remember buying the big one and it wasn't as expensive, but now everything's gone up, so this is super expensive now, so I bought the smaller one, but I do use this. I need to move it to the front of the pile so I use it more. I used up the whole thing of smoked paprika. I didn't have that much. I had maybe like this much. I need to buy a new one because a lot of recipes do call for that. Here we have the pink salt grinder. This was my grandma's, I think, and I used up almost all of it, but this is pretty generic. They have these still. I got this one that was a pink salt that my boyfriend's mom gave us when we came here, and I almost used it all up. In the back there, I have one garlic powder empty container. I used a whole one of those up, so now I need to wash the jar and use it for something else. This is oregano, but it's some kind of other oregano that she gave us as well. So when I try to make food like he cooks, I put this in there because I think that's what she uses. I got this one from the Dollar Tree. This is lemon pepper again, all-purpose seasoning. So I didn't open this yet because I already have the other one open, but this was from the Dollar Tree. No, wait, was this? I think they have these at the Dollar Tree, but I actually think that I won this in a tricky tray, and then I ripped it off the packaging, and that's why it has that on it. So that's where I got that. I got this cilantro lime seasoning from the Dollar Tree. I don't really know what to use this for. Maybe, I mean, they have tacos on it, so I guess, yeah, I could do that. This is the smash one. I have two of these. You see that? One's over there and one's here. Oh boy. So yeah, I have two of those. I could give my mom one. I have a thing of paprika that is really old, but I'm going to keep this container once I use it up because I like this style. I have ground ginger. This is from the Dollar Tree. I know I had this like at home, but I couldn't find it, so I just had to buy my own. Here's another ground cumin. See? So I have doubles of something. So I need to use the other one up first because it's more... I don't know if this is open. Maybe it's open. Here we have dried chives. So we used to add these to tuna, a bunch of stuff. So it's just like little onions. So I can use that up. Here's minced onions. These are kind of in the back of the cabinet, and I forget to use them, but I could use them in a lot of things. Here we have ground turmeric. The color on camera is super bright yellow, but it's actually more of like a golden color. And then, surprise, I have another one, ground turmeric. The label is upside down, but it didn't deter me from buying it because I know that if I didn't buy it with the upside down label that it would have just got like thrown out because that's what stores do. So you can add this to like drinks and stuff, and it is good for anti-inflammatory. So I think I'm gonna leave one of these in the front so I can just start to add it as a little bit of something extra to my meals, and you're not even gonna know what's in there. Chili powder I have just in case you need that. This is candied bacon sriracha rub. I did use this once. It's like a molassesy type thing, and it was good. I have garlic salt here, but it's not the same as that one. That's one that I put in there. I have this one, that's garlic pepper seasoning grinder. That's good. I have poppy seeds, which I used for a dessert at one point. I used it on top of a cake or something. Then I got this one, which is a dill pickle seasoning. That sounds really good, actually. I have roasted garlic and herb seasoning. These are always good. I got a tahini. I mean, it's kind of old, but I don't even think I opened it. And then let me show you up here. This is what I have up here. I have an Italian seasoning. Don't mind this. I tried to clean it. It's really hard to get like the oil off of the oven. I need to scrub it. I have onion powder, which I've almost used up. Cinnamon, which I started using in the pancakes that I've been making. I have nutmeg, which I really don't use. Here's a brand new thing of garlic powder, because at the time I couldn't find mine, but there it is right there. And then I have crushed red pepper, which I do use a lot. I have this Indian style blend, which I made with lentils one day, and it was really good. This is mustard powder. I just started using in some things, and it's good too. And then I have the garlic powder that I finally found. So, but yeah, that's it for my spice collection video. Okay, yeah, so that is my spice collection video for now. I need to put this all back. And then, yeah, I used this Lazy Susan, but it was starting to fall over because I had too many in there. So that's why I decided to make this little video, take everything out, put on here what I want to use most of, and see how it does. So I don't need to buy any spices for a while, as you can see. But let me know what's in your spice pantry. If you have any of this stuff, I'm sure you do. If you like some of it, let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye.